Hi, my name is Kate Mooney. I'm a caseworker for Community Mental Health Services at the Pembroke Regional Hospital. And I wanted to take a few moments to describe and discuss mindfulness. Probably the first place to begin for me, what I'm passionate about with mindfulness is the notion that wholeness and well-being are not something that we have to achieve and are not something that are broken or influenced by our experiences, whether we're under stress, whether we've had a terrible thing happen in our life. Wholeness and well-being are still present within us. What happens for a lot of us, and probably I would say all of us, is that we lose our sense of connection to wholeness and well-being. And that's understandable because we have a tendency to label our experiences as positive, negative. We tend to use words like damaging, and we get drawn away. So mindfulness is a process that helps us come back to a sense of connection to that wholeness and well-being. What's beautiful about mindfulness is that can be done anywhere, anytime, for any length of time, and quite literally with any experience, even something that we might otherwise label as negative. There is some confusion often about mindfulness and meditation. We tend to consider them to be the same thing. They're not, although they have very, very similar benefits, and mindfulness can be a form of meditation. So just something to keep in mind. Mindfulness is an approach through which we engage fully in the present moment. But it's different from meditation in the sense that when we're meditating, we try to narrow our focus. We try to train our attention to being a little bit more specific, whereas in mindfulness, we broaden. In mindfulness, we make the intention of experiencing everything around us and observing with curiosity and intention, from the physical sensation of the breeze on the skin or the clothes or the fabric that we're wearing, to the emotional experience, to memories or thoughts that may be coming through our mind. And again, really making it a commitment to observe without judgment and without labeling as good or bad. Mindfulness is a powerful strategy for a lot of reasons. One is that coping is always easier now. When we think about the future, we tend to worry, wonder, but we're thinking about something that has yet to happen and may never actually happen at all. When we think about the past, we're usually regretting, lamenting, wishing over something that we really can't change. Whereas when we are now, we have some element of control, and where we can't control, we can respond right now and make our decisions with a presence of mind. Mindfulness allows us to practice doing that. Staying connected with now allows us to make better judgment, think more clearly, stay within a sense of control and presence, so that though we may not have complete control over the circumstances, at least we have control over our own response and reaction. We tend to make better decisions as well. Another benefit, another beauty of mindfulness is our sense of connection to the bigger, to humanity, to the planet. It tends to remind us that what is happening for us here in the grand scheme of things is a moment. And then the third reason for me, the most powerful reason, would be that the effects on the central nervous system accumulate. So in the same way that we experience this slow, kind of insidious accumulation of stress and challenges and trouble in our life, we also experience the positive accumulation of practices of mindfulness. So the central nervous system is calmed. We take slower, more productive breaths. Our sense of awareness and self-reflection is promoted and increases. We have more clear mental processes. Our sleep is improved. We have a tendency to have better, more focused attention, sense of well-being. We even make better choices. Our learning is improved. I could go on and on. It's really a beautiful thing. So when it comes to mindfulness, absolutely anything can be an opportunity. washing, the next time you wash dishes or have a shower, focusing on the texture of the soap, the way that the soap changes, the smell, the bubbles as they foam, the warmth of the water, thinking of other times when you maybe enjoyed a hot tub. That would be an experience of taking an everyday activity and allowing it to be a mindfulness practice. There's also opportunities within breath and body sensing to do this, the same thing. And body sensing in particular is a beautiful practice because it can be done anytime, anywhere, and can be done for any length of time. The longer you do so, the more it recenters you, and is often referred to as a grounding practice. So I would invite people to utilize any sort of breath or body sensing that they're able to find online, on the internet, tons of apps, and really allow yourself to remember that this isn't just a moment of pleasure, it's actually a practice that has long-term and accumulating benefits for you now and ongoing.